Hi there, this is Candace with Smart Mom Blogger. And today we're doing our Smart Mom Blogger webinar series, our 10-minute webinar series, where we're going to feature one Smart Mom Blogger, and she's going to share with you how she grew her blog using this strategy. And today we're having on Elna Kane from twinsmommy.com, and I'm really excited to have her on because if you're a mom blogger, you've probably heard about Pinterest, and it's kind of all the rage right now as far as getting traffic and growing your blog. But there's a ton of information out there. So I'm really excited to have Elna because her blog is still pretty darn new when, all things considered, and she's going to share with us how she used it to triple her blog's growth in all areas in just 3 months. So welcome, Elna. Thanks for taking the time to be here with us today. We're excited to have you.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much for allowing me to introduce myself to your audience. I really appreciate it.
Great.
Yes, so I'll just go into what my blog is. My blog is twinsmommy.com. It's a blog to help other moms become mompreneurs. It originally started as a blog for work-at-home moms. I really wanted to share my journey as a work-at-home mom. I'm struggling with having to take care of my twins, run a household, cook, clean, all that while trying to grow my freelance service that I have, a freelance writer. So then I started Twins Mommy, of course, another blog, but and I actually love it. I love the community that I'm finding with other mom bloggers. This is really neat. And when I was blogging, I felt that I wanted to sort of help other moms, and I thought, well, why don't I try to grow this blog? Let me try an experiment and see if I can grow a new blog in a new niche of mine, because this was sort of a new niche with other mom bloggers. And I decided to start using Pinterest. I've heard about Pinterest. I've been on Pinterest, but not in a capacity of really, marketing my blog. So I thought maybe this would be sort of a nice platform with Twins Mommy. So I decided to sign up with Tailwind, which is one of the things that I think has really helped jumpstart my growth on Twins Mommy. Tailwind is a automatic tool that you can use. So you can schedule your pins, and Tailwind will do all the work for you. And one of the things that I started doing to get ready for this, get my Pinterest profile optimized. And what I mean by that was just optimizing my bio, all my boards, the descriptions, and all my pins descriptions. I started using keywords strategically. And then the other biggest thing that I did was to join a lot of group boards that were related to my niche. Now, since Twins Mommy was such a nice broad niche, I could join blogging group boards, and I could also join mom group boards, and I could also join a business blog, group boards too. So that was kind of nice. And once I had all those, I think I'm on like 50 or 60 group boards, which is kind of nice. I mean, I don't know how many you can have, but I have around 60. Mm-hmm. And I schedule all my pins through the group boards and on my boards. And I'm finding that every day I'm getting notifications that people are repinning my content. I look at Google Analytics, and people are coming to my site, and they're actually opting into my content, my freebie content upgrades that I have on my site. So, which is kind of neat how this is growing. I don't know what the next phase of my growth is on Pinterest. I might have to diversify. I'm learning that I might have to diversify my strategy. I don't really want to rely solely on Pinterest, but right now it's working. So, and I'm happy with it.
That's awesome. So I have a couple of questions for you just on what you mentioned, and I don't want to cut into too much of your time. So if you have more to go over, then just cut me off. But I'm fervently writing notes here. So you said one of the first things you did was optimize your Pinterest profile using keywords. So can you, what do you think, like maybe 1 to 3 points on specifically what we can do to do that? Like, I know Pinterest, a lot of people don't realize, but I know you talk about this a lot, but it's more of a search engine than a social network. So what do you mean by that? And how can I apply that to my own blog, or anybody else apply that to their own blog or their Pinterest profile?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I recently learned out that Pinterest, it really is a visual search engine, and it's comparable to even Google. What I'm learning, and what that means is that with Pinterest's algorithm, the best way to get noticed is to use what people are searching for on Pinterest. Because now a lot of people are going on Pinterest to search for anything and everything. And even if you have a blog like I have and what we have, which is not, very visual, right? Like a
Mhm.
food blogger, which they can really promote their visual blog posts. Us mom bloggers don't really have that option, but we can still use Pinterest by using keywords. And the easiest way that I found to find keywords in your niche is to type into the Pinterest search your niche. So let's say if you're a mom blog, type in mom blog and see what Pinterest suggests for you. It might be start a mom blog tips, might be a suggestion. Well, then make your group board, or not your group board, sorry, your Pinterest board that title. So mom blog tips or start a mom blog tips. So use those suggestions that Pinterest give you and put them in your Pinterest profile. It could be on your title. It could be in the description of your pins or the descriptions of your boards.
That's great.
So that's one thing, to really look at those keywords, and then optimize your bio. So, Pinterest allows you to put your name, and you can put a title next to your name. You can put your blog name, or you can put specific keywords that are related to your blog. So for example, mine is entrepreneur, freelance writer, and a mom to twins. Those are sort of my keywords. So when people search, I'm hoping that if they use those keywords, they will find me. So I have that in my title, and as well as your bio underneath. So have keywords and what your blog is about by using specific keywords.
That's great.
I think
That's awesome. Okay, my other question is, so you talked about group boards, and that's the other thing that I hear a lot about, but I feel like I don't really know where to go with that. So I joined a lot of group boards and I pin there, but do you manage that all with Tailwind? And then I know some of them have like rules, like for every one thing you pin, you have to pin 2 others. And do you keep track of that stuff? Do you find that the board owners really care about that? Or like, what's your kind of strategy with the group boards?
Yeah, that's sort of, you have to use your discretion. I make sure that I don't over pin my pins on these group boards. So what I do have to do is either on a daily or every other day, just I scroll down my profile to look, because you sort of get a snapshot of each group board, and underneath there's 3 pins underneath that, your group board.
Yeah.
If I have all 3 of my pins underneath there, then I know that when I go to that group board, that's the first 3 pins that you see. So if that's the case, I just delete one of them, and it doesn't hurt your repins. If you delete your own pins, it doesn't really hurt that. So I sort of scroll and monitor it that way manually. But I also make sure that Tailwind does a good job of scheduling your pins so that they're not bombarding. They spread your pins out so that it's going to all these different group boards.
Okay.
So it doesn't happen to me often, but I mean, it only happens to the group boards that don't have a lot of contributors. So I might have maybe 10 group boards that have only like 3 collaborators, and that's it. So it's understandable all 3 of us have tons of pins on that. So be wary of that. Maybe join more group boards that have more collaborators, so that your pins will get flushed down, down your feed, so that you're not bombarding them.
Great.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Great, thanks, Elna. Okay, and my last question, because we're coming up on time here, and I really want to make this quick for the moms out there, the busy moms. But you mentioned, which is so smart, how you're getting traffic over to your blog from Pinterest, and you're having people opt into your freebie. So I know this is a big part of your overall strategy, as it is mine, and as I think it should be for all of the mom bloggers out there. So traffic is just traffic, unless, can you quickly just kind of go over what that strategy is that you're getting traffic to your blog and opting into your freebie? Because I think that opting into your freebie is a big thing that is important to your overall strategy. And what are you talking about there?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's, I think, one of the main points when you start promoting on Pinterest, is to grab those visitors, because they will truly be your target visitor if they come from your click on your pin to your site and actually read your post. And so what I suggest, what I'm doing right now, since I don't have like a lead magnet or a main freebie, is what I'm offering is in the post. I'm offering in posts. So it's related to what they're reading, and it's in a very effective strategy.
I hear kiddos.
Yeah, coming upstairs. Hold on.
That's okay.
It's in the back. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, so what I'm finding is the email service provider or the content builder plugin that I'm using, which is Opt-in Monster, they're really nice because they have conversion and analytics. So you can see which of your freebies have the highest conversions. Once you find out which of your, let's say your blog post or your special lead magnet, or because you can have different multiple freebies on your site. Once you find out which one is the most popular, start promoting that more often on Pinterest, and then you'll see more subscribers and more subscribers. And that's what I'm finding. I'm finding that there's at least, I think, 3 of my content. I think I have around 5 or 6, but 3 of them are the ones that are bringing the most subscribers for me.
Awesome.
And so I just keep promoting that.
That is a great point. Well, thank you, Elna. I think that those points you mentioned in and of itself should be huge. And I know you talk a lot about, or you have lately at least talked a lot about Pinterest on your blog. So give us your blog pitch here. We love to learn more about you. I read your blog all the time now, and it's like new, but I'm always on there, like just eating it all up. So tell us about you and where we can find more about you.
Sure. Yes. So right now I am chronicling my blog growth. So every month at the beginning of the month, I do post a blog growth update. So if you want to keep tabs with me, visit me every month. I try to post every Tuesday and Thursday. And I try to post content that's related to working from home, growing your business as a mompreneur, productivity hacks for moms, since we're moms, and any blogging. Those are the type of content. And as well, I do occasionally write about my twins, because that's something that I like to write about is my life with twins and how I cope with that. So
yes, awesome. Well, thank you very much, Elna. We loved having you. I loved having you. And I'm going to leave some links down below the video so that you guys can find more about Elna, about her Pinterest stuff that she's sharing and learning, as well as you shared a post recently about like your specific results that you've gotten from Pinterest. And I found that really eye-opening. So thanks so much, Elna. We'll talk to you soon. And thanks, mamas, for watching. We'll see you all again soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.